Howdy, folks. Welcome back to the Rocks Roost. We are back here. I reloaded an old save because I was looking at the footage and I noticed there's a door here that I did not go through. And I'm wondering if that'll help us get through the part we were having trouble with. So let's do that. Maybe nothing. There are people inside that room there with that window, so watch out if you are doing this. There is a industrial workbench here. Probably not going to use that. Is this really the time to upgrade your equipment? Probably not. Look at all the cabling going through here. Anyway. Station D7. Well, it looks like there's goodies here. What sees me? Who saw me? I don't know. Maybe there's a guard right up there. I don't know for sure. Barely afforded a sleep crate. That sucks. Okay, that's well, this was good, but what is this? A disruptor. Okay, I don't think we had that. Any risk standing up? Holy crap, that's valuable. Of course I'll take that. And of course I'm encumbered. So let's let's do something about that, shall we? That thing is worth a lot. Huh. Mag pulse. Pretty cool. Okay, we'll try that out. This thing is pretty cool too. Look at it. Arboron. I don't know if it's any good though. I mean, a disruptor rifle, that sounds not useless, you know what I'm saying? Old Earth shotgun. This is... I stole this somewhere along the way anyway. Let's see. Helmets. What do we got that we don't really need? I picked this up. I mean, 240 credits. I'm not going to get many credits for it, so I don't really need that. Let's see. Don't you love it when people just won't shut up? Let's see. Insectoid paperweight. I swear that looks like some kind of tick. Doesn't it? Yeah, sorry. I've got too much crap. It's just that simple. Well, this thing, I'm just going to stash that. It's, not that good. Let's see. Yeah, we stole that, didn't we? Yeah. Don't you love it? Wow, we really are just super full of crap. We picked this up in here, I think. I mean, it's not that valuable. Let's just stash that, and that gets us underweight. Okay, let's go. No, back down. Okay. So from here, it's not super far to where we were, so we can catch right back up. I'm glad I came down here. I was thinking maybe there might be something I could shut off or cause a ruckus with, but I guess not. What about in here? Can we go in here? Is there any point to it? Latkes. I mean, there's a lot of people that'll do a lot for those. Oh no. Can't get under the... Okay, robot. Why? Who sees me? Who sees me? I'll just shut the robot up in there. I think the stealth bar is actually bugged. Because it should normally be green if it's this guy that's seeing me. I don't know. I mean, who's seeing me now? Yeah, that thing, I don't think it's working right. Anyway. This is the opening here. This is our custodial closet. We want to check that. There's some stuff here. Hey, Digipick. Isn't that a... Yeah, Digipick. Well, let's do this again. Oh, what's this? A recording.
Laboratory result. Project GRD092A. Technician Shibata reporting. I am reporting on the progress of Chief Technician Bayu's project, the multi-terabyte nutriment preparation node. We've discovered by that directly connecting the power conducts into the conduction grid matrix, we can avoid signal loss. This should increase our output significantly and reduce the results by the factor of at least 10. Our goal, as per the chief technician, is to have my burrito ready the moment after I shut the door on the device. And though we've come close, we are still falling short by 3 seconds. We shall continue to investigate.
Okay, so we see these brilliant minds are really being put to, adequate use. Let's do this again, because we have to get into the broom closet. You know that. This is possibly the way. Open the door. Thank you. Anything in here worth getting? Credits and sealant, of course, toxin. There were a few things in here, I think, that were worth our while, yeah. Grenades and such. I mean, there's another one of those we just left. Ground crew pack. It's going to put us over. It's not super good. So let's leave it. Oh, Digipick. How many of those do I have now? Demos pack. Miscellaneous Digipick. I have 35 plus a stolen one. I love the design of the Digipick. And the game, it's fun. I mean, how much fun can a lock-picking game be, I do like the Oblivion one, but, bouncing the lockpick up and down after a while gets old. Distilled water. Another Digipick. They stashed their beer in here? Okay. Now, let's go. We're getting close to where we were. Again, I hate to do these little sidetracks, but I was watching that in the footage, and I thought, that's probably what I missed. Could have made it easier on me. Reactive gauge. Am I going to get full danger? No. Yeah, I think the stealth gauge is bugged, which is not good. But, oh well. This room. So I have to kind of sneak around this way. You see nothing. Careful. Hey. Money. I didn't need that. No, don't jump, you fool. Let's see. What did we pick up? It was a pack, right? Yeah, that's not super important, right? Oh, I just like that because it's red. I mean, it kind of sucks, right? Don't need it. We'll just put it in there. Okay. Alrighty. Excelsior! Into the vent. Close the vent. I don't know what factor opening and closing vents and stuff has on your stealth, but People have been injecting back here, apparently. Oh, look at this. Antique toy motorcycle. That's cool. We'll probably use that to decorate somewhere. Random crap. Somebody's been getting high in the vents and playing with antiques. Okay, so. And the plushie. Get the plush. Now there's that guy. I guess I was so distracted. I don't remember him leaning up against there, but I guess I was distracted by this last time, and what's this? Oh, prototype. We picked that up. Yeah, we did. Okay, so here we are. We're right back where we started from or left off. Holy crap. Do y'all see that? Oh my God. I feel stupid. Stupid. If you see it, you'll know why I feel stupid. How did I not see that before? Modified drum beat. What is that? Oh. That. And I'm encumbered again. Well. Ooh, get down. We're going to risk being encumbered because we are, we're creeping around, right? Just, theoretically, we won't need to run, right? What is that? A marker. Okay. So he's down there. So this is real stupid. I did not see this. I kept trying to go through that door. I bet you all were screaming at your screens, weren't you? Wow. Okay. Yeah, we get it. That Brayson's the fool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It would be hell to work here, you know. They do keep a nice and tidy event space. I'll give them that. Let's just check. Well, we're being directed where to go. Oh, look, there's the people down there. Oh, now we're not being directed where to go. Isn't that nice? Well, you know, whatever. Okay, so there's always a risk here because I think you make noise when you drop down. So far, so good. Trauma pack. That's like a super duper med pack. Be careful. As tempting as it is, you don't want to go in there. Don't look over here, you fool. How he did not see me, I do not know. Alright, we're in uncharted territory here, folks. Anything good? Moby Dick. Med pack. What's this? Pill bottle. Oh, nothing good. Please make all the noise you can, Penelope. Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse, and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I would sail about a little and see the watery part of the world. And so continues Melville's classic tale of revenge and obsession, for a total of 341 pages. Overrated book. Overrated book. There's your hot take, folks. Rock Roost hot takes. Spicy. Space undersuit. Space undersuit. Have we seen that? That's going to be your get up here. Space undersuit. Sweet. That is very much like the real thing. Yeah, very much so. The little the little ridges you see going down her chest and legs, those are filled with fluids, sometimes water, and that helps to, they put pressure against the body, and it helps maintain pressure inside this undergarment. It also helps with thermal regulation. So, inspired by real life. In a real one of these, there would be more of those, but yeah, pretty cool. All right. Glad we found that. Don't make noise, Penelope, damn it. Okay, so now it's green. It's because of the cleaner bot. Okay, that's how it's normally supposed to look when the little cleaner bots see you. Means you're detected, but it's not going to cause any problems. However, there is a security guard. Oh, don't do that. Right up there. So, can we go around this? I don't know. There's someone walking around. Oh, crap. Can they see me? Probably not. There's a researcher over there kind of looking this way. Vacuum tape. Research lab. Now is not the time, dear. I'm just looking to see if there's any, like, information. Off-world eats, huh? Sounds like a plan. That's heavy. Can't get out of there. More spacesuits. Ramen. I don't know if there's going to be, like, balls to the wall running at the end of this. Is this the way? Oh, God, something. That's the way I came in, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Who sees me? Who sees me? God, it's probably a guard up there. Just go. Did we check this? Yeah. Get moving. Alright, here's an elevator. Yeah, I know. We're getting about to get hypoxic here. Let's let our O2 build back up. Well, we're doing pretty good. That vent, I can't believe I didn't see that before. I guess I was tired. I was tired. So I apologize. Okay. Is it cold in here or what? What's all this bubbling? Chunks cake. Conduction grid description. The grid is electromagnetic absorption. So yeah, we know this. Yes, we know that. Current power core status. Okay. Download. Yeah. Locate Brayson Bayu. Back into stealth mode. Is this a recording? An unfortunate situation.
Technician Shibata, Currently posted to Genodyne's R&D laboratory. Personal notation. I'd like to go on record about my feelings about Chief Technician Bayu. Though most of my fellow employees feel that he's underqualified and incompetent, I feel that they are underestimating him. I've spoken to Brayson at length, and I find him actually to be a kind and endearing person. I think that living in the shadow of his brother, Administrator Benjamin Bayu, has given him a bad name, and that's a shame. From what I can gather, he was placed in his current position against his own better judgment and asked to do the impossible. It's an unfortunate situation, but I will endeavor to get the rest of the technicians in the department to be more supportive.
Well, bless your heart. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. Is there any reason to go down there? We haven't met the guy yet. I'm guessing we probably will eventually, won't we? Here's some books. The Orchid Merchant. I love you, said the Orchid Merchant. And I love you, my dearest, said Vincenza in return. But our passion, how long can it last? For our families will never approve of our union. Perhaps not, my dearest Vincenza, perhaps not, he said, pushing an orchid back into her lovely black hair. But we don't need them anyway. The Orchid Merchant, written by Carlita Carr and published in 2325, has become one of the fastest-selling romance novels in Settled Systems history. It's a blatant rip-off of Romeo and Juliet, maybe? I don't know. Is there any reason to go down here? I don't know. Is this going to kill me? This doesn't look healthy. I'm not running. Apparently, anything other than barely creeping is considered running. Okay, well, that's okay. Oh, there's stuff. There is stuff. It's a good thing they don't have any serious security here, you know. There's been no cameras that we've run into. No, sensors of any kind. It's kind of random, you know. You'd think a super high-tech space place like this would have all of those things, but I guess not. Good old-fashioned sneaking around beats them every time. Never underestimate the power of being crouched. Alright. It's hell on your knees, yeah. We know that. Okay. Let's go. Access Detachment. Sounds like a really good band name, doesn't it? These people, they just leave their garbage laying around, you know. I don't know. Would you do that? Why do people do that? I've never understood people that just throw garbage around everywhere. I don't get it. Chunk's egg. You know how I am about eggs, but that's egg and no name only. Love the shade of blue. Or is it a shade of green? What color is the wall? The hot new internet debate of 2023. Coming this fall to a YouTube channel near you. Well, here's a yellow box. Alright, where are the bad guys in here, wonder? Benzene and aluminum. Any bad guys? Any bad guys? Any bad guys? I guess technically I'm the bad guy, right? Yeah, I guess so. But you know what I mean. You catch my drift. What are these things? They're nothing. Stimulant. Let's just take it. A lot of packs. A lot of packs. A lot of packs. Terra Brew. To go cup. Okay, whatever. Quit acting a fool and just go. What is this? Is this a hose? Is this a space hose? With like a Skyrim texture. What year are we in, people? Oh god. It's a police bot. Credits. Oh god, she's looking this way. Okay. I don't need the food. You don't see me. I don't see you, and you don't see me. Dooba dooba doobity doo. Here we go. I don't see you, and you don't see me. I stopped cooling. Oh, heck yeah. This is stupid. Why did I do that? It's called pushing the wrong button. Hoop-a-doop. Stay up. Under here. Under here. Under here. I hear the robot.
So, up for a quick game tonight? A quick game? Last time you said that, we didn't stop playing for a full cycle. Had to call in sick to work, remember? Alright. We'll keep it to 6 hours tops. Plus, if the dice go your way, everyone survives the dementia. Bring it on. After that spellbook my wizard found, I've got a whole batch of tricks up my sleeve.
Okay. Play in the D&D area. Don't go in that door. Unless you just want to go in guns blazing. Always close the vent behind you, people. Oh, what's this? It's a duck. Look at it. I love this. It's, I must have that. There's just... Oh, it squeaked. It quacked. I do a little bit of carving myself. I've made a woodpecker and a whale and cardinal. I've never done a duck. Uh-oh, workplace threats. Yeah, decoys, carving decoys, or just, you know, wooden ducks. I mean, it doesn't have to be a decoy. That sounds like fun. I enjoy carving the little birds and the little whale. I carved a whale out of cedar. The key is to just sort of let the grain of the wood tell you, let the grain of the wood tell you what to do. If you let it call the shots, then you can, you'll come out with a much more pleasant final product, you know what I'm saying? The grain speaks. You may have heard other carvers say things like that. It is true. Oh crap. You see nothing. Okay. Whoa. Can we shut this? Please, thank you. Okay. The Fruit Seller. In the year 2298, author Paul Lamont released the novel The Fruit Seller, forever cementing his role as the settled system's king of horror. Come down here, tasty thing, rasped the voice from the Fruit Seller. I won't hurt you, no, I just want to snack on your soul. Carly heard the voice in the cabin, but also in her head. She reached over to slam the trapdoor shut, But something stopped her. Some kind of internal force or urge. Yes, yes, she said as if in a trance. My soul is delicious and will be yours. Okay, sounds good. A little Evil Dead-ish, but, that's fine. Sanctum Universum, Volume 1. A spiritual guide for after the world's end by Keeper Aquilus of the Sanctum Universum. So this Aquilus guy is really like the Grand Poobah. He's the Pope of the Sanctum Universum. Volume 1. All people by nature desire to know. This is the maxim of the philosopher, the start of our most ancient discourse, and the continuing truth that unites humanity's current diaspora to its cradle around the yellow sun. Is it really time to read this? I don't know. The death of Earth may be a cause for wistful reflection. It's time as the center of humanity recedes ever further into the past, and living generations find it so removed from their existence as to amount to nothing more than historical trivia. Our technology and culture advance to forms that would be scarcely recognizable as human to even our recent forebears. Man, this is going to be something. And yet we still identify as part of the same lineage that first tamed fires and noticed that certain of the lesser heavenly lights seem to move in patterns. This taming and noticing the vital combination of action and reflection is what separates us from all other beings we have yet encountered. This is the foregone essence of humankind. All people desire to know. The subjects of that knowledge may vary widely across the cultures, epochs, and individual proclivities, but the need to know, to draw existing knowledge into new combinations, and to expand what exists is ever present. Even the simplest of us seeks to know their neighbor or themselves or their work. The more ambitious intellects may seek to know the truth of galactic superstructures or the social origins of modernity. That pursuit unites us as a single race more than any biological coincidence or historical lineage can. Not all knowledge is of the intellect, however, and different principled approaches may yield their subsequently different conclusions or qualities of understanding altogether. Here is where the first serious objections may be raised, particularly as the disciples of scientism begin the inhale of the great collective bellows so as to put forth pure empiricism as the only valid means of knowledge. I do not wish to dampen their enthusiasm, nor do I deny the great benefits that have been found through that approach. Some of our earliest recorded disputes in the history of thought stem from whether reason or experience is the right path to knowledge. Our senses may easily be deceived, so we are forced to confront the possibility that they are always so. Our minds can be addled by decrepitude or confused by ideologies, making them no more trustworthy. To assign a place of privilege to either reason or experience is itself a curatorial act, which exists as part of a long philosophical tradition, whether the chooser knows it or not. All of this is to bring me around to my greater point, that of faith. Speak not here of supernatural belief itself, though I will shortly come to it. Rather, faith is the acceptance of a truth that has been given from another. Whether the other came to it by reason or experience, whether the other is one superior or inferior, whether the truth is a factual or qualitative one, does not matter. By incorporating a truth into one's knowledge without having arrived at it by individual means, a person is committing an act of faith. Faith takes many forms, and that may be unexpected. The most passionate scientists, chauvinists, may believe in the existence of atoms, even though such things that have not been cannot be observed directly. They believe in them out of a trust in sound evidence and mathematical proofs. But even then, have they themselves seen the evidence? Let's back up a minute here. They believe in the existence of atoms, even though such things have not been, cannot be observed directly. That's not true. That is not correct, sir. Just wanted to point that out. Anyway, have they themselves performed the mathematics at some point in their epistemological journey towards greater knowledge? They have, with near certainty, accepted some truth on faith. That faith may be in their teachers, their texts, their process of peers review, the very existence of causality, but faith it remains. This is super boring. Which brings me then to the question of supernatural belief, particularly the ways which beliefs have manifested in human religions over the course of our history. You know, this guy, he was super nice when we met him, but I think he may be a sanctimonious windbag. In these matters, both believers and unbelievers are quite willing to say that the method of knowing is faith. The reason may also be applied to these same matters as unsurprising, particularly the light of the original maxim which opened the text, which we've long forgotten. Many a towering intellect has turned the full force of its powers to questions of faith, and these inquiries may prove to be enlightening exercises, regardless of the reader's own commitments. There is, though, a point of departure, for at the core, the very foundation of their thought, there is an assumption of the existence of something that these thinkers choose to label as God. One of the things that really hurts a lot of religions is the esoteric and boring nature of their texts. Just gonna say, the gravity paradigm. There's a lot to read here. I'm not gonna read them all, but one of these caught my eye for sure. Carry of the Cosmos. This is short. First published in the year 2301. Carry of the Cosmos tells the story of Carrie, an overweight, lovable, unassuming young gal who unexpectedly gained cosmic powers and used them to defend the weak and underprivileged. The following is an excerpt from that work. "Oh, really?" asked Carrie, as she removed the terry cloth tie from around her waist. Her bathrobe came open, revealing the unicorn pajamas beneath. Just then, the tie transformed into Carrie's signature weapon, a mighty spear called the unicorn's horn. "Then maybe you should pick on someone your own size, me." Carrie hurled the spear at the robber. After all, it was incredibly rude of him to try and rip off her favorite Terra brew when she was grabbing a latte, and pinned the unlucky Larcenous. What? Me am educated. And pinned the unlucky Larcenous Lech's shirt to the wall. "Wowza," said Carrie. "Security in New Atlantis just ain't what it used to be." Yuck. Okay, I don't like that. Do like this. Oh, shit. Okay. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to throw a hand grenade. Sorry. Well, I'm not going to make you, live through all that reading again. Oh, that was cute, wasn't it?
Where else would he be? The laboratories? That would be America.
Okay, so he's in the office.
I need his signature to get this new batch of experiments approved. Honestly, just sign his name yourself. It's not like that moron can comprehend any of the theorems in the first place.
Okay. Well, there's this one person that seems to think he's not, like a total piece of junk. A game I like to play that takes a long time is Axis and Allies. Y'all ever play that one? I like the original version. There's been many flavors of that to come out over the years, but yeah. Axis and Allies. It's good. World War II themed. Exotic wood decoration. Hey, it's another one of those. I'm going to take it. I'm not taking any more books. Huh? Okay. So, there's a computer here. Supervisor Deshmuk's computer. There's also a thing here. Let's see if we can open it. Well, that one's not one. That one's not one. Possibly. I thought that was going to work. Okay. I mean, maybe. Right? Okay. These are a little bit more difficult, of course. As the name suggests, that's a possible. In fact, is there any other way this will fit? No. So that's got to be it. You don't have to use them all, do you? Yeah, okay. So there's red herrings in there. Okay, so we got some ammo. We got this. We got a few credits there. Have I said I really like the design of this thing? It doesn't make any sense. But... And there's this. Holy crap, that's worth a lot. Okay. Instigating Assassin's Rare Pistol. Laser sight, red dot sight, suppressor, armor piercing rounds. Yowza, 25 grand? 45 cal. Hey, we'll take it. Yeah, and we're massively over encumbered. Yes, I know. We're gonna save after that little didgeridoo. Omega, The Last Days. That was a favorite. That may have been the first one I read. It was one of the first ones. Sculpture. Canuck. Pilsner. Okay. So we need to get in the computer, I guess. Right. Ooh.
Cost cut this, slash that. How does she expect us to improve our technology without a proper budget?
I don't know. I don't guess they really give a rip, do they? Deshmukh. Generdan message system inbox from Ayumi. This is the one that likes Brayson. The last batch of progress. Oh no, this is not. This is not. This is a different one. This is the person that we blackmailed to get the credentials to get in here. The last batch of progress reports was very disappointing, Ms. Deshmukh. 3 years, no results. That's no excuse for that. Including trying to blame your failures on Chief Technician Bayu. According to your file, you came to Generdan with the highest of recommendations, but apparently we were misinformed. If I don't see an uptick in successful results soon, I'll start searching for a replacement supervisor. Do I make myself clear? From Technician Wanyan, I'm sorry to report another failure with experiment GDY072. We read about this. Although I'm confident that we could adapt the conduction grid to be used as an EM-type shield for spacecraft, I'm afraid our limitations are making the task impossible. I'm sorry to let you and Generdan down. If you wish, I'll submit my resignation in the morning. From Ayumi, just checking in to remind you that the entire laboratory facility is to be completely cleared of all personnel for Mr. Harada's impending visit on Saturday. As you know, Mr. Harada is a bit of a germaphobe. I think that should be germophobe. Mophobe. And I have given him every assurance that he won't encounter employees during his tour. Fair warning, anyone at all that we encounter that day will be instantly terminated. Terminated. From Yi Nashida. Sita, I don't know how much more of this corporate shenanigans I can stand. I've been yelled at twice by Yumi this week for trying to go over her head, and I'm worried that my job is in jeopardy. I know we both share the same concerns, so I hope you'll be able to meet me at Euphorica for a drink this evening. We have a lot to discuss. Current core power status. Looks good to me. Okay. Well, Supervisor Deshmukh, and I'd really hate to work here. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. Okay. Through the vent we go. Isn't convenient. Quit blabbing about what you're going to eat tonight. You're making me hungry. Okay. Whoa, is this somebody's little stash? Small moonshine jug. Don't mind if I do. Yeah. Oh, that good old Mountain Dew. All right. Hello there, robot. I'm here. CTO Brian Bayu. Oh, there. We were just down there. We were around the outside of that. That looks woefully uncomfortable. Wow. Of course it does. You're right. Here's the coffee. Here's the cubic of food. Not chunks. Not to be confused with chunks. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We're about to go in there, and I'm assuming he's in there. That lady has certainly suggested that he was. I don't know how this is going to go. Let's see. And there he is. Gain the encryption cipher from Brayson Bayu. Well, this place is pretty swank. It's like an overseer's window. You can stand there and just lord over the people. Look at that. Yeah, so there's this. Neon Knights 4 permanently grants recipe for Chem Red Amp, which increases physical and energy resistance, melee damage, and speed. You know, that would make a nice thumbnail. Let's do that. Let's take us a thumbnail. There. Okay. Well, Mr. Booba Dooba, here we are. I mean, he doesn't look that bad, does he? Alien bug. Don't mind me. I'm just looking at... Oh, my God. Stand that. Oh, it plays a noise. Thanks for the shuttle, man.
Oh, it's you. I was wondering how long it would take you to get down here. If you want the encryption cipher, you're welcome to it. I just don't want anyone getting hurt.
So he's expecting me. There has to be a catch. Give me the cipher first, and I'll consider if anyone's going to get hurt. No, don't say that. You're mistaken. How did you know I was here? Yeah, that's a good question.
When you accessed the computer in the power core, it sent a notification to me here. I knew you were coming. I just didn't know when.
Okay. Well, there has to be a catch.
No catch. I'm not trying to trick you. You want the cipher? It's yours. At this point, I'd do anything to get back at my brother. He deserves everything he's got coming to him.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. He deserves everything. I'm sure you have a good reason to hate your brother. Is there's something between you and your brother? It isn't my problem. Who's your brother? Herp-a-derp. I'm sure you have a good reason to hate him.
Oh, don't patronize me. I know I'm no prize winner myself, but at least I don't spend my days trying to screw everyone over. You know, I've spent my entire life living in Ben's shadow. Everything always works out for him, while I've been bouncing from one job to the next, barely keeping afloat. And all the while, he laughs at me behind my back. Thinks it's hilarious to make fun of his stupid brother. Like I wouldn't eventually find out.
Well, you could expose him. You could take him out. Well, yeah, giving me that cipher is the thing. Well, you could expose him.
That wouldn't do any good. For every scheme he's gotten himself into, he has a bulletproof exit strategy. Man's virtually immortal.
Well, I know people like that.
You know what? I am sick to death of being pushed around. It's my turn to take control for once. The passcode for my terminal is GEN-41A18. That should give you access to the cipher and whatever else you need. I'm getting out of here while I still can. After you're done, I suggest you do the same.
Well, we know the answer to these, so okay.
Feels good to be in control for a change.
Okay. Whatever you say, man. Decryption routine. Okay. All right, from Ayumi, according to last month's budget report, you spent over 10,000 credits and have nothing to show at the review. This has to stop. For the last 2 years, you've been promising some kind of breakthrough, yet you have absolutely nothing to show for your supposed efforts. I've spoken to Mr. Harada, and we're both very disappointed, but willing to give you another chance. You need to bring us something tangible. From Headlinger, Brayson, we've had to pull storage cell 04 offline again today for a full diagnostic. According to our figures, it's reporting only a 93% efficiency rating, which indicates that it's slowly but surely in a process of degradation. We must get to the budget to fix these aging power cells, or in a few years' time, we could be looking at a total plant shutdown. Well, that would not be good. From Technician Albertson, as per your request, here's a status of our currently active experiments. GDY 22 failed, total meltdown of internal components. GDY 031 ongoing, recommend replacement of windmill blades due to lightning damage. GDY 053 failed, all test subjects deceased. Yikes, order for new subjects placed. GDY 067 failed, hydrothermic coils overheating, suggest total redesign. GDY 072 failed, project canceled due to projected cost and lack of personnel. GDY 072 active, setup complete, request more time to adapt the plants to salt water. Interesting. GDY 077 active, setup ongoing, could be completed within the month. And from Donald Laren of Laren Construction, the emergency exit from your office has been completed as per your specifications. The lift should bring you directly to the surface. It can be easily accessed using the standard elevator call system. The cost has been deducted from your personal account as requested. Please let me know if you have any questions or issues with the project or the product. Let's pop in the virus. Yeah, man. And we probably didn't have to do that, but it probably good. Thanks for the space shuttle. I'll see you, man. I do a manual save there. So he has his own little escape elevator, right? Ooh, what's this? Instigating barrow knife. Hey! Haha, my favorite. A deep seeker spacesuit. Oh, look at that. It's black. We haven't seen that, have we? A drilling rig. No, we're way over. Take the uranium. Bauxite is my favorite mineral, folks. I think I've mentioned that before. This looks like an antique. Okay. Science crate. Oh, it's that making that noise. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at the jellies. Reminds me of No Man's Sky. Okay. Bayou's penthouse. Huh. I can't pickpocket. Because I didn't spend a point, but I'm just curious. Can't pickpocket him. Can't even talk to him. Well, is this the penthouse? I mean, I don't think it is. This is like his office, right? Whatever, it doesn't matter. There's probably nothing good in it. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. Trade tower lobby. It's a quick way out. That's convenient as heck. Can we go back? You can. Oh, where are we? Oh, we're right here. Okay. We're right here. This is where we were supposed to meet. What's her name after? Back in my favorite place. Right? Rid of the VIP section because of cost. Booth 2. Oh. Uh-oh.
Ah, there you are. What kept you? I believe we have a lot to discuss.
Is this like the
It's
official
obvious you're
Bayu
here to meet
uniform?
someone. Fortunately for them, they rented this VIP room under a false name. I assume that same someone provided you with that clever little virus you installed into Genodyne's systems.
If you know why I'm here, then you know what's at stake. I have no clue what you're talking about. If you're so smart, then you figure it out. Love that. I have no clue what you're talking about. Deny, deny, deny.
Oh, I think you do. Please, don't insult my intelligence.
I'll insult it.
You know, I should give credit where it's due. That virus is quite impressive. It will cost me tens of thousands of credits to remove. That's the last time I'll ever take the Crimson Fleet's capabilities for granted.
Cutting a deal with the fleet will be cheaper than paying to remove the virus. If you know I'm from the fleet, then you know we mean business. I'll remove it for half that amount. Why do you care if the fleet steals Genodyne's secrets? Yeah, why do you care?
Because, like the majority of revenue-generating businesses in the city, I have a vested interest in Genodyne's profits. But more importantly than simply losing money, I don't like anything in my city being interfered with without my approval.
Uh-huh. Right, your city. Cutting a deal with the fleet will be cheaper than paying to remove the virus, yeah. If you know I'm from the fleet, then you know we mean business.
And I'm a businessman, which means I know when to walk away from a deal. You want to know why? It's because I don't negotiate with pirates. They don't understand commitments or contracts, how to get the deal done with finesse. No. For your kind, it's only brute force and violence. Shoot first, take whatever you want, and ask questions later. That's not how I do business.
Well, that's not how I dealt with Genodyne now, is it? Your methods are no different than ours. Your arrogance is astounding. That's why you shouldn't interfere. Well, probably. Your methods are no different than ours.
It may seem that way, but for every rival I've had thrown into the ocean, I've made 2 times as many legitimate deals. Look, I'm not here to debate. I'm here to make an offer. All you have to do is tell me who's profiting from the virus you've uploaded. In return, I'll let you leave the city alive.
Lie, it was me. Lie, it was Brayson. It was Estelle Vincent. Perhaps we can come to a financial arrangement instead. What'll happen to him? Let's say this.
Brayson. Interesting. And here I thought my dear brother was simply a coward.
In a way, it was.
Perhaps I've misjudged Brayson. No matter. I'll deal with him soon enough. So, I assume this concludes our little arrangement, and you'll be leaving our fair city. Oh, when you get back to the key, be certain to give Neva and Delgado my warmest regards.
Okay, whatever. I'm not impressed with him. Really, I mean... You know? Was it a lie? Yes, it was a lie. But Brayson did give me access, so, you know. Why am I going this way? Oh, it's this chick. Let's see how she's doing.
I feel like I know you.
Oh, yeah, we have to give her slate back.
A fan, really. Although, I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Probably not.
They can get pretty possessive. Doesn't matter if it's my things or my time.
Well, I'm sorry you have to deal with that.
Yeah, it's not all bad. Love can be toxic, but can be beautiful. Sometimes people just confuse the two. But sounds like it all worked out in the end. I've got my slate, which means the people will get their trip. Inspiration's like a wave. Sometimes it's hard to catch it before the break. That's what this slate is. A still wave. A feeling frozen in time. And I appreciate you bringing it back to me.
Well, that's why I keep a notebook by my bed. Is it still in good shape?
Yeah, it looked like nothing was downloaded or tampered with. I'm almost glad it was taken by a fan instead of a competitor. Would have been awful to lose that thing. I was working on a brand new concept piece about floating into the center of existence. I'm not feeling it yet. I'm still working out the last few sections, but eventually I'll give it a spin in the Astral Lounge. Thanks again for finding that thing. Next time, I'll try and keep an eye on it.
Okay. Well, glad to have helped you. I'll see you later.
See you on the flip.
On the flip. Look at her little get up. Isn't that ridiculous? You're just something else, I'll tell you. Okay. How the hell do we get out of here? I actually went there by mistake. I forgot all about that. I went the wrong way. Here's the elevator. Is he still in there? Yeah, he's in there. Well, anyway, so the lie. I figured, well, may as well just... You know, he's absolutely going to kill what's-her-name, and she's with the fleet, right? Estelle? Isn't that her name? So I'm not going to tell him the truth. I'm not going to tell him it was me, because it wasn't, and that could get me killed or evicted for life or something. So, you know. Man, I'm over encumbered. Anywho,
Galbank's stock continues to take a pounding as senior executive Larry Dombrowski was found guilty on multiple counts of embezzlement and has been sentenced to prison.
hey.
The case began with the mysterious source providing copious amounts of evidence outlining an extensive operation to take millions from Galbank. As Mr. Dombrowski was taken to prison, he claimed he was framed, but our forensic accountant says the evidence against him is extensive and damning. You're listening to the Settled System.
And he was so sure that he was going to be exonerated. What a scumbag. I'm going this way because I need to find out how the these two sections of website connect, if they do at all. So, Euphorica. Here's the Chunks place. I don't think we really explored over here, did we? Anything over here? Not that I need to be picking anything up. I mean, holy crap. Chunks, 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 chunks. Chew your chunk. Choose your chunk. What's up here? Yeah, I know. I know. I've got an oxygen problem. Holy crap, I didn't expect that to be so high. Okay, I recognize this place. I recognize this. I saw it. I think this is the other side. Like, Madame Sauvage's is on the other side of this. You know, like this way, the way I'm looking. Right? Am I understanding that correctly? Cuttable wall. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Can I reach in? Can I open the cuttable wall? Cut pins. Really? Cutter? Should we use the actual cutter? Oh yeah, you do. You use it. Well, I took it literally. I hope no one cares. Damn it. 169, 157, UC Navy fatigues. All that for nothing. I mean, not much, but... So I need to keep an eye out for doors like that, don't I? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what we need to do. We need to go back down here. There's the chunks, because I want to explore this side of things. We're probably going to run into those, what you call it, the bad gang.
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us a licensing fee to fish near Neon?
No, I didn't know that. Hey. How about I close this? Who detects me? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Sleep crate, seafood. Elevator. Open. What's open? Locked. Well, which is it? Can't use my flashlight here? Huh. That's kind of stupid. It'd be a shame if you fell.
Hello.
Hello, that's dangerous. Oh, there's the starport. There's my ship. Yeah. Okay. Nice that. Okay. I got it. Excuse me, people. I have business to attend to. And this is the other side of the elevator section. No, yes, no. God tier, huh? Okay. The God tier plate spinner. Right here in Neon, folks. Don't miss her. Alright. Neon warehouse. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There was something we needed to do here, wasn't there? Just blatantly stealing things, you know. Okay. Enough of this. Enough of this. Well, there are a lot of other things we can do here in Neon, but my God, you need to lay off the Aurora, honey. Do we want to do them, or do we want to just get this Crimson Fleet thing done? Ikuchi Market. Wow, this place just keeps on going, doesn't it? Fascinating. What's this? Red Harvest. Oh, yeah. This looks like the kind of place where you're going to meet into some bad dudes, right?
The colors. The colors.
Okay. Okay, so this is like a warehouse district. Okay. Being encumbered sucks. Ugh. God, when does this end? Why am I up here? Why can I not turn on my flashlight? Is this the whole purpose? Keeps going. Alright, so there's a different gang sign right over there. I forget what they're called. And I can't really read it from here. Well, let's go check it out. Can you make that out? Okay, whatever. I don't really want to be here. I think exploring this would be better done when you're not like grossly over encumbered. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the other side of the Ebb side is this. Because here is Madame Sauvage's. Yeah.
It's Hope Tech. Are we surprised the contents came damaged?
Yeah, you know how it goes.
Okay, well, whatever.
Everyone knows this is Neon's premiere.
Speak to Estelle. Rest for me. Well, she's on the other side.
Try velocity yet? Change your life.
Actually did. I drank some to, you know, con someone into something. Oh, she's in the back. I better save. Just in case. What's up, honey bunch?
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole Benjamin Bayu thing at the Astro Lounge, but I didn't have much of a choice. Can you believe the nerve of that smug son of a bitch? The man is priceless.
He doesn't scare me. Well, I handled the situation.
So I've heard. Throwing Brayson under the bus like that. Ouch.
Yeah, I think I'm done here. Got what I needed, but sorry you didn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty much dead in the water at this point. Since Bayu flagged the virus, I can't risk accessing the system now. All that work I did trying to crack Generdyne is gone. Now I'm in a bit of a bind. The prep work for this job put me in deep for a bunch of cash, and I have no way to pay it all back.
Well, maybe I could put in a word with Delgado. Let me cut you in for some credits. Do we really want to cut this girl in? Who do you owe money to?
Well, a business partner of mine named Nix was the author of the virus. Don't know if you know him or not. Then there's the folks I paid to keep an eye on Ayumi Komiko, a few of the guards at Generdyne. Like I said, it was a huge job. Honestly, I shouldn't be revealing my sources because that puts you on their radar as well. But hey, you asked.
Uh-huh. Well, you knew the risk.
I've been fleet for the last 5 years. You don't have to remind me that there's risk in what we do.
Uh-huh.
Look, I was hoping you'd pick up on what I was trying to ask. What the hell with it? I'll just ask. Can you cut me in for a little bit of cash you're making on this job? I mean, I did get you inside and practically hand you the data on the grid.
I guess.
I appreciate that. I really do. Having each other's back is what makes the fleet stronger, you know? How much are you willing to part with?
Well, I wonder how this works out in the end. You know, I've got a fair amount of money. I'll just give her the whole $9 grand.
Wow, that's way more than I expected. I had no idea you'd be so generous.
Okay.
All right, I guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if he ever needs me for anything else. I've still got his back. And hey, you won't be hearing Rook from me anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you're one of us now. Lifeblood of the fleet. If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, you send them to talk to me.
Okay. So what's next for you?
I hear things are heating up back at the Key, so I might fire up my bird and head over to check things out. Rumor has it that Delgado has some solid info on the Crix's legacy story he's been hawking for the last few years.
Oh, no, he
If
doesn't.
there's even a chance that it's true, I want to be there when Shinya Voss starts splitting the loot, if you catch my meaning.
Uh-huh. Do you believe it exists?
Now, how did I know you were going to ask me that? Honestly, doesn't matter if I believe that Crix's legacy exists or not. What's important is that I believe in Delgado. If the man thinks that chasing shadows is going to make us rich, then who the hell am I to judge, right?
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to jump off a cliff for him or anything, but hey, he needs an extra ship at his side. He's got it.
All right. Did it really ruin your plans?
Completely ruined? Nah. I was hoping it would stay on Generdyne's mainframe for the long term, but hey, at least it's already fed me a huge amount of data. Nix really knows what he's doing, though he charged me about 6 months worth of earnings. With any luck, I'll be able to recoup my costs in no time.
Well, I thought it was... you just bilked me for $9 grand.
Tell Neva she still owes me a drink for our poker game.
Okay, well, whatever. What's his name? Delgado did say that we needed to keep her, you know, viable or whatever, but I think he meant that, you know, keeping her here, but...
Spare me a velocity, dummy. I think we're in luck. Estelle, you found a buyer. And in less than a week. I'm impressed. There's just one teeny little catch, though. Whenever there's a catch with you, it ends up costing me money. Before you give me the guillotine, hear me out. The buyer wants the merch, but they want it tomorrow night. And there it is. Do you have any idea what it will cost to get that many crates out of Xenofresh by tomorrow? No, not this time. What if I told you they wanted 15 cases this time, at full price? What about your comrades at the Crimson Fleet? Won't they want a taste? I'd hate to lose half of our profits. You just worry about the shipment. I'll handle the fleet. All right, Estelle. You have a deal. Here's your drink. You're a doll, dummy. Cheers.
Okay. We may or may not turn that in. I'm just going to tell you...
Isn't Delgado waiting for you?
Yeah, he is.
Can I get you something?
No. So here's the thing. What was I gonna say? I can't remember, but yeah. The more I learn about the UC, the less I like them. So I don't know how I'm gonna play this. You know, I'm not real hot on piracy, but at least with the fleet, you know, you see what you get, right? So, and I don't have much patience for fascists in real life. I'm just going to tell you. So, what we need to do, I desperately need to, sort out these inventory problems, and I need to do something with the ship. How much money do I have? I gave her a lot of money. I don't think I should have done that. Yeah, well, whatever. It's just money. It's just money. Is there a ship services place around here? I'd like to add some cargo capacity to my ship. Where am I going now, anyway? Return to the key. Okay. I don't have any Aurora on me, do I? Surely to God. No. They've been screaming by now, probably, if I did. Well, I do want to do some more stuff here. I just don't want to do it right now. I need to sort out my inventory problems. You know, I've got some serious ones. Are the heat leeches going to show up? Oh, ship services. Let's see if we can do anything here. Technician.
Hi there.
Hi. Let's check out ship services. I wonder if I could add some cargo. Hey folks, how's it going? Trade Authority kiosk.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked. Need some
Okay.
work done?
I'd like to view and modify my ships.
Okay, no problem.
So how do you add cargo capacity? Is that a thing? Shipbuilder X. Shipbuilder allows you to fully design, modify, and paint your ship. The floor gauge to the right tells where your new modules will appear. When the floor gauge is at 0, for example, new modules will be placed in the center mass of the ship. Building new ship modules will cost credits, and deleting them will give you credits back. The shipbuilder will keep a running total and process the entire transaction at the end. There is a flight check that will give you warnings or errors if your design is invalid for any reason. Okay, so this is going to be complicated. So landing gear. Cockpit. Okay, there's the lasers. Okay, how do I add cargo? Hi, buddy. Buddy's come to say hi. I'm a little doggy. How you doing? What you doing, buddy boy? Yeah, this is complicated, isn't it, buddy? I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to work on that off screen. We've been going for a while. I'm going to work on that off screen, see if I can come up with some upgrades for the Frontier. For now, I'll let you go. Thanks for watching this episode of Let's Play Starfield. Leave a like and a comment below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Your support means everything to me, and I really appreciate you. Hope you have a great day wherever you are, whenever you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.